I have hit the rock bottom. Now nothing bad or worse can happen than this. It's very painful when you lose your baby and when you know that there is something wrong with your body,
Hmm.
and that's why your baby couldn't survive. So that's the worst feeling ever.
Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Kartika Nair and you're watching Synchro Shakti. Today we are here with another very inspiring story about one of our students, Shwetali. She is a student of the Living in Freedom program as well as our MMMC program. And she experienced a miracle in her life very recently. And it's something that so many of our students are waiting to happen in their own life. And so today I want to interview her so she can share her entire journey with you guys. And those of you who are on the same boat as her are going to get really inspired and take back a lot from today. So it's my joy and honor to introduce you all to and to welcome Shwetali. Shwetali, welcome to our interview series.
Hi, thank you, Kartika. Thank you very much for this opportunity. And I'm very much excited to share my story because, as we discussed, that I know that there are so many ladies who are waiting for this miracle to happen in their life. And if I could inspire at least one lady, it will be my great pleasure. So, yes, I'm very
Absolutely.
eager to share my story.
Now you have your success story. So go ahead and tell us what your story is.
Yes. So, Kartika, after my marriage, I struggled for conceiving, but that was not actually issue which I had. I could conceive, but I could not carry baby for a 9 month. So I delivered baby at fifth month of my pregnancy naturally. So and it happened twice, and after the two miscarriages, doctor diagnosed it as an incompetent cervix. So that means the cervical muscles which holds the baby till 9 months. For me, that those muscles were weak, and so I could not carry baby for entire 9 months. And as the baby grows, that pressure comes on that those muscle, and naturally baby gets delivered. And sadly there is no other way to know this condition, but when the person goes multiple miscarriages, then only this condition get diagnosed. And when it happened second time, I was like, now I have hit the rock bottom. Now nothing bad or worse can happen than this. It's very painful when you lose your baby and when you know that there is something wrong with your body,
Hmm.
and that's why your baby couldn't survive. So that's the worst feeling ever. And not to talk about expectation from the family, so there was no force or nothing like that. But whenever we used to go on the family gathering, and very pure heartedly elders used to give the blessings that next time you come, we want baby, or you may come, instead of you and your husband come, we want the three of you, we would like to see three of you. So there was no pressure, but all the positive things. But in my mind I used to cry, no, it won't happen, I don't know what will happen. And even if I conceive third time, I'm not sure that whether I could carry for the 9 months. So I was in very the frequency of mine to totally tell you that I was in guilt and I was in shame that I could not give a baby, I could not carry baby. And it was very bad. And I don't know whether the psychologically what it called the depression or panic disorder or anxiety disorder, but if I'm traveling to the office, to the bus, or by train, or I'm sitting at my work desk working, I used to just suddenly I used to get tears in my eyes, and I used to cry inconsolable. My colleagues used to wonder what happened, but I used to rush to washroom and cry and settle in 10-15 minutes and come back to my normal life. I mean, I was in that very bad state, and there is no amount of positive words can encourage you,
Yeah.
because once you are at that stage, there is nothing you can. No pep talk or no motivational talk works for you. Even though the family were all were very supportive, but even I had a very bad feeling. And you know what? When I was getting discharged after my second miscarriage, that doctor who treated me, she came to me and she said that, Shwetali, why don't you try for
Hmm.
surrogacy or adoption? And I
Hmm.
was like, why she's telling me like that? I mean, am I not able to carry? I mean, that was okay. I was open for that option. I was, or even me and my husband or our family were not obsessed with biological child. But when you went through all those things, And like a second day, if someone is telling you that, like you're not capable of carrying physically, you're physically incompetent, that used to sink in my mind. And it created doubt, because coming from a doctor created doubt that, okay, now she's saying that means it's very difficult for me.
Yeah.
And as our Indian family, my horoscopes were shown to, to all the Jyotishi, and they blamed it on my stars, that there is some fault in my stars, and that's why it is happening. So it's very convenient. So there were all the reasons for me to feel bad and bad about myself.
Hmm.
And it was very difficult to shift that happen. But thankfully, when I was going through it, you announced, before that I had one-on-one.
Yeah.
When I
Yeah,
got
we had.
discharged, I came home and I was like, no, this, I cannot be like this. I mean, it's okay if I could not get pregnant, could not carry for 9 months. That is fine, but I should come to at least neutral state. When I had that awareness that I am not in a good stage and I need some shift in my life, I cannot be like this, because it was hampering my work, it was hampering my relationships with my family members. Because even though they don't say anything, but something used to get triggered. No, they
Hmm.
are, what they must be thinking about me,
Hmm.
and they must be blaming that why we got married, got our son got married to this lady. If we
Yeah.
would have married to someone else, we would have
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
grandchildren. I mean, no
Yeah. Yeah.
one said that, but everything was happening
What's
in
going
my
in your
mind.
mind? Hmm.
Then I had a one-on-one with you, and it was a good exercise. At least I came to the terms that, okay, this happened, now the acceptance happened, like, okay, this has happened and let's see what to do. And then you announced a triple MC program, and I decided to enroll for it. Okay, something new, anything if you launch. And so it is obviously that I got into that. I was like, okay, go step by step, let's enroll for a month, let's see, because it's a 5 a.m. And it was a good shift. I mean, it was the best decision that I took, that I enrolled for this program. And right from the day one, like when we were doing the 12 areas of life, that clarity process, and I wrote down my first major burning desire as delivering healthy and happy child. And that was my only desire, and it remained same for all the courses, like for the subsequent months. And my second, third, fourth desire kept on changing, but my first desire remained same. And as we know that we used to work on for a week or so for a first desire, so the first month was not any drastic change or anything like that. I followed what you said, how it looks like, feel like, and that the visualization technique, affirmations. And affirmation, I used to make changes. Initially I used to make affirmation which had lots of fear words. I used to write like, I delivered full term baby, and that full term
Hmm.
had a anxiety fear, that what if not full term, why full term. I mean, healthy is like healthy. I mean, doesn't matter if 40 weeks or 38 weeks or 39 weeks, I don't need to do that. So as you used to teach us, then I kept on making changes in my affirmations. And I kept on going. And then in the December last month, we got a good news that I got pregnant. For the most of the women, like 99% of women, when they get pregnant, they get happiness. But for me, rather than being happy, I was scared. Now the
Yeah.
journey has started.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now the getting pregnant is not an issue, but now my major challenge has started. But I decided to stick to the course. The December, I guess it was our last batch. After
Yeah.
that, we stopped that. And I
Hmm.
decided to, okay, I will catch replay, doesn't matter. I will keep on doing this thing. I will not leave this, because I need to have that certain frequency. And yes, then step by step, everything happened. And I didn't think of anything. I had all my share of uncertainty, fear, anxiety. I used to cry, now what will happen, will it happen third time? I had all reason that why it should not happen. But as I was a part of LIF and Triple MC, so I know that now this is a pain body, now I need to sit for it. Or Ho'oponopono, I did pivot, all those burning bowl, that method, everything. I mean, whenever I feel triggered that this is negativity is coming up, I used to write. I mean, this is, you used to, suggest every time that whatever the negativity, you just write it down,
Hmm.
just empty your mind, and that is the best thing. I mean, I resonate with that rather than songs and affirmations. I resonate with writing. And while writing, I used to, have a conversation, positive conversation with myself. Okay, doesn't matter. Now I've taken this precaution. Now the we have changed the medicines. Now this is the different we are doing from the previous thing. Now I'm on the bed rest, and this is so, that brain elasticity, brain plasticity, what you used to teach. So I brainwashed my, thoughts that now why this would happen. Now everything is good. So that slowly during pregnancy also, I was developing that belief that now, yes, everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. And as we discussed, it happened.
Amazing.
So not going to go through this miscarriages again and again. And doctor denied, all the renowned doctor denied. And I was fighting for that, what to do and where to go. And suddenly I like, okay, yeah, this doctor is there. She has treated many ladies like me. They have delivered full term. Then why I'm not going to? And then one fine day, I decided to take her appointment. We went and she said, okay, don't worry. And I have treated many patients like you. There's nothing, no problem. And it was like, for her, it was like a cakewalk. And I was like, and that positivity also gives you strength. And
when a doctor tells you, yeah, the white collar.
Exactly. So then that was also my, when we take that, that deservability or belief system, when we write that, okay, because this doctor has treated so many patients like me, that's why I'm going to also go full term. So that also I used to write that, because I'm taking her treatment, because I'm doing this. So that also one of that proof that I got. And then it was supposed to happen a scheduled C-section in the August 19th. I delivered a baby girl, and it used to be like my nightmare that how I carry full term, and from the being not good enough or not capable of doing anything successful. So I switched that. I shifted from that frequency that, if I can manifest this, I can do anything. I'm capable of doing anything. And manifestation is a real thing. You actually manifest. I mean, if you work on something diligently, if you follow those laws and systems, then it will happen. I understood the power of surrendering, because we always have that anxiety, will it happen, when it happen. Because I remember you said that don't put a timeline. So when we started on this journey, I never put a timeline. It may happen this year or after 2 years or after 5 years, I don't know. Or I don't know whether I will conceive biologically, or if I have to, I would adopt a child, or I don't know. I was open for that.
So
I was open.
Resistance was less because you weren't pressurized.
Exactly. I put on the universe. I want a baby. It may be my own child, biological child, or it may be adopted child. Anything. I mean, you just guide me. I will just go with the flow.
So you dropped resistance. That's a big part of
it. That is the most important thing in any manifestation, that you drop your resistance, you just surrender to universe. And I know you remember saying that this or something better than that. If this is not happened to you, there's something. Believe that something better is waiting for you. So I truly believe that if this is not happening, then something. So after trying in the February, I started doing triple M's, and in the December I conceived. So, like 11 months of consistent efforts it took. And so that is my story.
And so let's say someone is watching you right now who's going through something similar. Either they are having multiple miscarriages and not able to sustain, or somebody who's trying really hard to conceive itself and is not, something, basically it's the same thing. The body is not functioning in an optimal, way to have the desire, which is the baby. So what advice would you give to these women or men who are watching?
Yeah. So like I would say that, first be in peace with your current situation. First be in acceptance, because first reaction is like, no, why this can't happen with me. That first resistance comes in our mind. It's very difficult to drop that resistance and to drop that self-blaming thing. But just do that, just be at a neutral level. You cannot be positive suddenly. Because obviously when you are struggling for that, you are at a negative vibration for sure. You cannot be positive and do everything, because when you do forcefully, it will put you in the frequency of desperation.
What you resist will persist.
Yeah, be at a neutral level first. Be okay with everything. Just drop everything. Just don't think about anything. Just for a time being, don't think of which doctor, of what doctor, which days. I used to monitor my all the periods date, and if I get used to get periods, I used to cry, oh no, this month also I'm not pregnant, and what I mean, like, why this month, 1 month got bested of my life. I mean, I used to feel like that.
Oh,
Then I understood, no, this is desperation, frequency. This is not what manifestation. This is not ease,
mm,
to manifest. Just drop everything and just believe that once you have put that intention, it is going to happen. Just you
mm,
don't know when it's going to happen. Maybe it may happen suddenly next month or after the year or anything, but let it happen. Just believe that it will happen for the good. Just believe the divine timing. And of course, how to do that, and how to develop your belief system, so that your course guides us that how to do that, like how it looks like, feels like, visualization, that different techniques that we use, and hybrid method, and scripting, then all the love letter and the thank you letter to the universe. So everything which definitely helps you, to develop that belief and drop that resistance. And it is not only restricted to the 1 hour of that program, but your major responsibility to carry that frequency till the next day also. And
mm,
but once you get that 1 hour properly, you maintain that frequency and that level next time. And when you're a student of living in freedom course, you know that when how to tag your thought, the pain bodies arising, you become conscious. And the
mm.
recently you are posting that affirmation on Instagram. It's very beautiful. I am container, my thoughts are contained,
Mm.
and they just come and go. And it's such a powerful thing, like,
Yeah,
nothing personal, like,
yeah, yeah,
everything just happens and comes and go. That's it. I
yeah.
mean, so something,
Perfect.
this tough time has come, it will go. Good time
Yeah,
will come, definitely. Yeah.
yeah. That's really very powerful. Very powerful. I am the container. My thoughts are just contents that are coming and going. If it's a tough time, it will go. Good times will also come. That's really, really powerful statement. I think that's a good point to end our interview. I remember when you came for one to one and the state you were in at that time, and to see your transformation here is amazing. The power. I mean, I think you worked, you balanced your LIF with your MMMC so like perfectly for your biggest desire, and here you are with your daughter. I mean, beautiful. And I remember when I read your success story, I remembered you from the one to one, and I said, "Is this that one? That one? Is it that lady who came?" And I said, I took the profile and I said, "Oh my God, it is that lady who came." The shift of personality from somebody who was at your state at the time to releasing all that baggage and finding your faith again, that I think is the real miracle, because so few people are able to find their faith again, and I think that's the power that you found within yourself, and that's awesome.
Once you drop resistance, Kartika, there are ladies. I mean, I am a part of the support group of those who are having multiple miscarriages. So when ladies let go of the desire of now it's okay, now I'm not going to try, they suddenly conceive naturally. So I
Because
have a
of
friend.
resistance. Hmm.
Exactly, I have a friend who has a 7-8 IVF fails, and now she's like, now I'm exhausted. I have taken care of my body enough. Now I'm just taking break. And next one she conceived naturally. And she used to have a IVF treatments, but she conceived naturally. I mean, like, when you drop everything, you let universe work through you. Give universe that space,
Yeah.
to work through you. Don't
Mhm.
block yourself.
All right. So, with that, I think we will end it. To those who have watched so far, firstly, please thank Shwetali for sharing her story so honestly and sharing her journey so honestly with us all. It is really inspirational. No matter what desire you have, whether it is for a baby or whether it is for anything, it's the same process. Drop your resistance, heal your negativity, come to peace, and from there, create.
I would just want to tell the people who are struggling for the manifestation of any manifestation, don't try and find out the different techniques. Don't try and go here and try this or that. Just stick to the if you are a life student or if you are triple MC student, just stick to our course. There's nothing beyond that. Even if you go anywhere, it will, that
You'll come
essence
back
would
down
be.
to the same basics.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
essence is this. I mean, this is my the biggest learning, that no matter, I mean, you read any holy scripture, or you watch any different coaches on the YouTube, or you enroll for anything, but whatever we teach in our academy, or we discuss in our academy, there is nothing beyond that. If you could stick to our course, our teaching, that's it. I mean, you need to practice, you need to be consistent, you will find solution. And I would like to thank you also, and all people, my accountability partner Shabina, and so many friends.
Oh, Shabina is your accountability partner. She
Yeah,
herself is a miracle
no,
case.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. She was inspiration, huge inspiration. And so many people, whenever you put anything on query on your Facebook, there are 10 people would come. And what kind of comments I got, Kartik, on my post. I mean, it was so overwhelming.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
people, like, I'm in the tears and everything. Like, people sharing your joy. I mean, it's like a family. Like,
Yeah.
when we saw the baby, me, my husband, my mother, we were in so joyful, like tears in our eyes. And I could see that, the other people, unknown people, are feeling the same for
Yeah.
me. And it
Yeah.
was very nice. I mean, it's very homely and very friendly environment we have in our
Yeah,
academics.
SSA
It's
is very
wonderful.
unique. There is something special about
Correct.
the SSA audience. Something I don't know how I attract these people, but there's something very special about everyone who's here in this community. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please thank Shwetali in the comments and write down what is it that you took back. Please write down in the comments if you were inspired by her story. I, for one, am definitely, because I saw where she came from and where she is now. And there's a beautiful photo that she posted of her daughter in the Facebook group, and it was such a massive shift for so many women in our group. So it's really beautiful. And to all the women who are watching this video, if you are where Shwetali was, then all the inspiration to you. Everything is possible. Take her advice, and wishing you and blessing you for a very healthy and beautiful baby/babies. Okay. All right. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and bye. Namaste.